Hello and welcome to the Backman Report, where every week Fred Alvader and I check in on the world of golf to bring you the latest news, insights, analysis, interviews, recaps, previews. Hey, we cover anything and everything golf. Today, we're going to be talking about a resurgence. Hey, he's like a newborn right now. It's Stewart Cink, and he didn't even struggle, Fred, to win at the RBC Heritage for the third time.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? 47 years old, getting it done out there with the kids, the 20 somethings. He's got a couple of young guys right there in second place that, are decent enough players. We haven't heard a lot about either one of them, but they're pretty good. And he takes them all on and beats them by what, 7 shots or something? That's just amazing. Second win this season. He won the Safeway Classic back in September. He's now up to 3.2 million for the year. Third in the FedEx Cup. Moves up a little bit in the official world golf. I found it interesting. All three of these guys, Emiliano Grillo, Harold Varner, and Stewart Cink, were all in about the 140s in the world rankings. Did you notice that? All of a sudden, these are the three guys that won it, or they're win and runner up. So with the win, Cink becomes just the fourth player to win twice in the same PGA Tour season after turning 47. The others being Sam Snead, Julius Boris, and Kenny Perry. Cink broke the lowest 36-hole score record and the 54-hole score record at the RBC Classic. So he had it going on this week. He's always been a really good iron player, always been pretty straight off the tee. And Carlos, as I've said before, I don't know how those guys play at that golf course because there's just little alleys to hit between the trees. I mean, it's really, really, really tight. One of the tightest golf courses I've ever played. And it's really unusual, though, for players to hang on into their 40s and remain competitive, let alone still beat the young guys on tour. And so, speaking of young guys, Emiliano Grillo, runner-up. He has won on the Latin American Tour, the Korn Ferry Tour, and the PGA Tour, but he hasn't won since 2015. And we know he's a pretty good player, right? This is third top 10 this year, now over 1.4 million, 36th in the FedEx Cup. He's, and like I said, he's 141 in the world golf ranking. Just a couple words about Harold Varner. He was 139 in the world golf ranking. And I didn't know if you knew this, Carlos, but he was born in Ohio, born in Akron, grew up in North Carolina. Best finish this year, yet to win on the PGA Tour, but did win the 2016 Australian PGA on the Euro Tour. One of the few African Americans that are currently playing on the PGA Tour. Corey Connors, what can you say? Another great week for him. T4 with Matt McNeely and Matthew Fitzpatrick. I don't know if you noticed or not, Carlos, but most of the guys at the top of this leaderboard are ball strikers, not long hitters. One reason is because the long hitters don't show up here. They don't even go here because they can't use that driver. And the second reason is, I mentioned before, it's really tight. So you've got to be on your iron game. But that's really even more surprising, the fact that Corey Connors, who is a little bit of a longer guy, has a fantastic iron game, however, and is playing well right now. So he feels he can play anywhere on any golf course. It doesn't matter. He's going to do well, and he's going to win soon. You got Morikawa, Chris Kirk in there at T7. But the story of the week, Carlos, Stewart Cink, 47-year-old, beats the kids, wins on the PGA Tour. Now at 47, with this exemption, he's going to take him right up to age 50. He's going to be ready to jump on the Champions Tour and start winning out there.
Oh, I guess you covered everything I was going to say there. I have nothing to say right now, really. I mean, it's a nice story. He was there with his wife nearly 30 years. She worked all the 18 holes outside the gallery ropes for some time now. And one of their two sons in step with him inside the ropes as his caddy. So Stewart Cink really have been living the good life, not the la vida loca, but the good life, right? This traveling family affair has been going on for a little while, and it seems like it has revitalized him somehow. It's like a rebirth of his game, and his revival continued this Sunday. I mean, this win was a 4-shot victory, easy. He never struggled, and his wife Lisa was watching every shot. His son Reagan was there helping him on every shot. And also on hand was his son Connor, who traveled overnight from Wyoming to be there and watch the final 18. So after rushing out to a 5-shot lead, a 36-hole lead with a pair of 63s, set the halfway record low total for the tournament. Then he held his pursuers at bay over the weekend. I mean, we texted and I said, like, where is he playing again? It was like he was playing somewhere else. On the weekend, he polished off his 8th PGA Tour title with closing 1 under. I mean, he just went cruising in that final round. Third time, like you mentioned, he wins here. First 2 were a long time ago, 2000 and 2004. But incredible finish there. And one point that you mentioned that I'm just going to go over is that, yes, this is a ball striker's course. That's why you see that. But if you see Matthew Fitzpatrick and Corey Connors, we keep talking about Corey Connors, 4th top 10 in his last 6 starts, is amazing. It's just a matter of time when he's going to win here. So I expect a lot of things about him. Pretty soon we're going to be talking about him winning. So you mentioned that Fred Stewart Cink now, he joins Bryson DeChambeau, the only 2-time winners this season, jumps all the way to 44th in the world. So Fred, if he keeps its pace, I mean, we might have a 47-year-old in the Ryder Cup. What you think?
Yeah, I don't see that happening, but it's possible, but I don't see it happening. Though, just a little bit more about Cink's career. He's made 610 starts on the PGA Tour, right? And he's made like 450 cuts or somewhere along in there. But he's had 102 top 10. So every every 6th start he's finishing top 10, and that hasn't been that over the last 5-6 years. So a lot of those top 10s came earlier in his career, which so made the percentage even higher. But 25% of the time when he makes the cut, he finishes top 10. He's made over 40 million. He's made 41.4 million in his career. So he's had a heck of a career. Unbelievable. But, we mentioned that Stewart is one of the older guys on the regular tour and getting ready for the Champions Tour. Should we mention also that Steve Stricker picked up his 6th Champion Tour win at the Chubb Classic in Florida last weekend, and Alex Checa and Robert Carlson were tied for runner-up?
Oh, he did. So he's enjoying, I mean, we expect Steve Stricker to do really good in the Champions Tour. And we'll see. How about Stewart Cink? I mean, I wouldn't counting him out. If he keeps playing this way, he's going to be very, very tough. And hey, he's a great ball striker, and he could pair with anybody in the Ryder Cup. So
And
we'll see.
Carlos, he's a really nice guy too. If you remember, we had him on the show a couple years ago, and he was really approachable, really easy to talk to, and really, I pull for Stewart Cink all the time.
We'll see. So thank you for joining us again. It is always our pleasure to bring you the latest in the world of golf, information and news. So for more and keep up to date with this, subscribe to our channel and you'll be right on with every publication we do. Thank you so much. Until next time.